welcome back to a brand new episode with MTG Josh. Today we've got a special episode. I'm sat here with one of my best friends ever. He's also called Josh, just to make it confusing for everyone, but I guess it's not going to matter because there's no one dressing us in this room, so just two Joshes in a room,
well,
right?
Not that I can see.
Yeah.
Your Master Chief might do that, I suppose. So.
That's true.
If he does, I'm running off, by the way.
So today we will be constructing Izoni, Thousand Eyed, and it's a 6-mana general, 2/3. So when she comes in, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token for each creature in your graveyard. So there's going to be a graveyard theme, isn't there?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just not going to work.
Yeah, I like graveyard themes. I like interacting with the graveyard as well. So I think this would be fun.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, Josh has personally chosen this general. He's into insects. Apparently,
I'm not into insects.
You're out to insects.
I like them more than squirrels.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So he chose the insects. So this is going to be a bit of a weird video in that we're going to go through the deck construction and I don't know, maybe the banter we have will some people might enjoy. Let's put it that way. But yeah, if you don't want to watch this part, you can skip to the gameplay ahead. This will be slightly interviewy, I suppose. So I'll be asking Josh questions and hopefully he will answer them as amusing as possible. To see if anyone's interested. So, Josh, who are you?
I'm Josh.
Great, that's a great first answer. So, don't know if you want to tell people what do you do? What's your job?
So, as I do a software testing. So, if you don't know, the easiest way to describe that is I get to sit on a computer most of my day, play around with an app, and try and break it. So I push buttons and put inputs in, and I need to find where the holes are. And when I do find holes, I tell my devs they've done something wrong, where they curse at me, run off and try and fix it, and then give it back to me, and then I do it again. And that's pretty much the cycle of my day. I just keep plugging the holes and seeing if I can find where the leaks are, and then someone on my team will go and fix it. And that'll happen until we have an app that we're almost happy with, and then we give it to a customer that tells us that we missed all these holes, and then we start again. But I quite like it as a job. I get to play around essentially, and hopefully help provide a good product for our customers.
Cool, that's a good answer. So no one's
the only answer I've got, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure no one knows this, but we actually work at the same company, don't we?
We do.
In fact, yeah, we probably won't disclose that name of the company in case we say anything bad about it.
But guys won't be pleased with that, would they?
No, they wouldn't know. Not with all the burgers we steal. But yeah, I do the similar job to Josh in that I sit at a desk all day and just do nothing essentially. So it's pretty good. That's why we, are the way we are.
Don't we try and imply?
So essentially, as Josh has been speaking, I've just gone through the deck and picked some classic graveyard synergies here. So essentially, some of the things I've gone for are stuff that you want to get out of your graveyard that you can recur. So we've got abilities like this. You can cast from your graveyard using Blitz ability. Skyclave Shade, you can cast this from your graveyard as long as you've played a land this turn. Resummoning Skeletons and stuff like this. So what kind of cards would you like to have in there, Josh? 'Cause I would like you to, engineer it as well in a way that you think, anything that comes to mind, broadly speaking.
I suppose, I imagine these are going to be killed quite a lot. So anything that can utilise death mechanics would be pretty good.
So stuff that matters when things die. So stuff like Woe Strider, you can sacrifice a creature in order to scry one. Stuff like that could be... You like stuff like that? Put stuff in the yard.
Yes.
You can cast them in the graveyard as well.
Yeah, scry's good. Yeah, let's do that.
You've even got stuff like Blood for Bones, which gets the creatures out of the graveyard by sacking a creature.
Yeah.
So it's like sort of cannibalising itself, isn't it?
So you can get a larger creature, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Stuff that... Yeah, so essentially what I've done is put the word graveyard into the filter.
Yeah.
And then Arena's pretty good like that. It will just search for every card with that word in its text. So it's just a really nice way to kind of just build a deck based on a keyword. Putting stuff in... So that was Dark Bargain. Look at the top 3 cards. Put 2 of them in your hand and the other in your graveyard. And it deals 2 damage to you. So again, we want to find ways to put cards in the graveyard, right? That's the main goal here, I suppose.
I know, well, back from when I used to play older Magic cards, there were cards which let you draw not draw, but pick lots from the top of the deck, pick one, and then you would dump the rest. So I suppose anything like that would be handy.
So interesting. So what we can do now, just a quick segue, we'll look at so we're filtered by Golgari, because Golgari specialise in doing stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I think
so. Let's look at this. Moss Pit Skeleton. Enters battlefield 3 counters. if it's in graveyard, you may put on top of your library. Yeah, I don't really like the idea of putting that on top.
Is that a bit slow, is it?
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit slow.
Okay.
But you've got Deadly Brew seems okay. You play sacks a creature planeswalker. If you sacked a permanent this way, you may return another permanent from graveyard to your hand. So that could be good. So it's very cyclical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
what about that Skull Prophet?
yeah, we get into the juicy Golgari
Yeah.
cards. Yeah, milling 2, fantastic. Choose a creature. When the creature dies, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value put on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So you basically something big dies, you get something smaller, right?
Yeah, you would
So
target
good.
it before it gets killed, I suppose, right?
Ah, here we go. Glow Spore Shaman, really good when it comes in. Mill 3,
Yeah.
put a land.
Oh yeah. Oh, land recursion, that's good.
Grizzly, this is probably the best one.
That's probably the one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
actually.
that's got to be one of the best. So if no one's seen that, look at the top 5. You may put a creature or land from among them into your hand and the rest in the graveyard. That's really good.
Use that a lot.
So even Josh knows that, and he only plays Commander.
I'm an oldie.
Old school.
Speaking of old cards, I don't know if they have Deathbridge Charm.
Deathbridge Chant. I'll have a look in a sec. So more milling things here. Gloom Shrieker, when it enters the battlefield, return a permanent. So this is a bit like Eternal Witness.
Yes, and I like his artwork as well.
Beautiful, isn't it? You
it's
can.
artwork.
Yeah, it's really cool. Definitely. There's a lot of things like this.
Mm-hmm.
Old Rotstein, I guess he's a cool new card. I don't know if you've seen him.
No, I haven't.
So when he enters battlefield, looking you upkeep mill a card. So then something happens depending on what card's milled.
Yeah.
So if a land is milled, create a treasure. If a creature is milled, create a 1/1, and so on and so forth. Non-creature, create a blood token. So a lot of different things going on there.
Yeah.
So that's definitely cool. This is just a really powerful removal spell that we should probably put in. Destroys non-permanent, and then you get a land.
Yeah, I've seen you use this one a lot.
Fantastic. Powerful removal spell here. So as you can see, our curve is just naturally progressing, and it's nothing too heavy, lopsided yet.
Would it be worth running a Savvy Hunter? It's not quite the same.
When it attacks or blocks, create a food token. I think that's a different kind of deck.
Okay.
I think because it doesn't really mention the graveyard. I'm not really sure if that's.
No, that's fine.
So let's see if Deadbridge. I don't know if. So it's good to not collect it. Yeah. We'll have a look at the 6s here. And unfortunately,
it's not there.
No, it's not. Well, we've found the casualties as well, so that's got to go in. That's a lot of targets there.
I mean, I expect that it should. I know it should go in. To be fair, so.
Yeah, sorry. It's just you just kind of have to, I think. And whenever this attacks or deals damage, return a creature or planeswalker.
Oh.
That wasn't put there this turn. A strange little bit of text on the end there.
Okay. So you get a delayed.
A delay, yeah, as long as it wasn't put this turn, yeah. So try that. Don't forget, we can put lots of cards in. We'll just take them out if we don't like them at the end.
Yeah.
Just trying to think what else.
Can't see what that rebirth, unless that's already in.
Which one? Sorry.
Diagraph rebirth. It's on the top row in the middle, above Izoni.
Oh, that one. Don't be scared to point. Okay. No one can see your hand on the screen unless they're using 4D. No, even that one. No. Cost 1 that's for each creature died this turn. Return a creature. It's got flashback. Yeah, that's good because also you can also cast it from the graveyard, right? If you accidentally mill it one way or another. So getting into stuff that's really expensive. Old stick fingers. So when you cast it, reveal cost from the top, and you've got X creature cards. Put all creature cards revealed this way into your graveyard.
Yeah.
Power to equal to number of creature cards. That's got to go in, isn't it?
Yeah,
surely.
Yeah. That's what we want, isn't it? So.
This costs 1 as for each creature card in your graveyard. I mean, when it enters, return a land from go to battlefield. That seems pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. If we lose land or
Fungus zombie as well.
He's an interesting looking fellow. I'll give him that.
Yeah, definitely.
Is he related to the other Hulks by any chance?
Hulks? What, the Incredible Hulk?
Aren't they only Gear
Hulks? Gear Hulks. Yeah, they're robots though.
Okay, but I'm wondering if he's like a zombie fungus version of
I mean, possibly, but he's also from Ravnica, and they're from Kaladesh, so different plane, unfortunately.
Oh, so he left.
He left. Yeah, he was exiled.
Did he?
Yeah. So we've got quite a lot of nice pieces now, haven't we?
Yeah. So what?
Death Sprout. That's good to destroy.
Yeah.
Creature.
Yeah.
So, as the viewers may have noticed by now, we've already put quite a few lands in just to save a bit of time there. I'm just going to put in some really good cards that I know that like destroy non-land permanent.
I suppose we want
return
some
stuff.
3 drops, do we?
Yeah, the 3 drops definitely. We need to pad that out and a bit more ramp. So we're probably missing lots of good stuff here. Oh, putrefy, that's good. Destroying stuff. We'll put a journey in that. You ever seen this before?
I have not.
When a child creature dies, return it to the battlefield on your control, and then it becomes a land. So that's pretty cool.
And that can return stuff as well. Oh, brilliant!
Yeah,
brilliant. I think I saw. Is it on there's the trooper.
This one.
Read the next to him.
This one.
Yeah.
Discard it, gets +2/+2 trample. You
Okay.
lose a lot of advantage there. Like one card for +2/+2 seems.
Yeah, I was hoping
seems
his
low.
effect was going to be better. To be fair.
Yeah, I think if you lose a card, you probably want to get something quite a bit stronger than that.
Yeah.
Fiend Artisan can probably go in. Sacking a creature, get any other creature out your deck equal to X.
Yeah.
It's probably good.
Yeah. What's Find a Finality? Have we got that?
Yes, we do. It's a split card. So return
Oh,
two
you do have that
creatures,
one.
then once it's in the grip. Oh no, actually, that's from your hand as well. Yeah, sometimes I get confused because some of them you have to cast the second side from the graveyard, but this is fine. This is from hand.
Yeah. Okay.
2 counters, then all creatures get -4/-4.
Just check the lands. You might have already done this, and I should probably trust
Yeah.
you, but I just want to check. Oh, it is. I don't see Woodland Chasm.
It's we can put that in just because it's a swamp. A snowland as well.
Yeah.
So we'll get to. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just filter by snow, and there's a reason for this. It's because I always like to put into the north in because it searches your library for a snowland, which includes that dual land.
Yeah.
And
then you can dump loads of snowlands instead.
Yeah, should probably replace those for snowlands definitely, or I'll get shouted at by random people. So let's do that. Yeah, you should have used a snowland. Yes,
It was just advantage, isn't it?
it is. They that could be faster, that feature, but there you go. I wish you could just put a number in and say I want this many snows in. Yeah. Only the rubbish lands, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Because these ones, if you right click, it'll tell you these cards cannot be crafted using wildcards. Sadly, the special events or stuff in the shop.
Okay.
You have to. How many of these do we have? Was it 15?
There's 15 of each, I believe.
See what I mean? If you hold it down too long, it just goes too far.
Just over skips. So you want to get rid of that one?
Get rid of that one. Gets a bit finicky after a while.
Yeah. You always want them in a separate pile, I suppose.
Yeah, it's finicky design, but after all, they're just an indie company. They don't have much money to work with, so
Never heard of them.
40 lands, that's fine. Right, so now we're going to go for some more staples. Cultivate.
Oh yeah.
Which art would you like?
Let's go.
Not a fan of that one.
But death, and he's got a knife
Scythe.
to his neck. So
You want that one, yeah?
Yeah. I think it fits better with the deck.
Yeah, we'll go for that one, and then we'll go for. So something I do when I don't remember.
The cards.
Which is quite often. I just type in add, and that, or just get used to stuff like Llanowar Elves, Gilded Goose.
Old Goosey.
What else have we got? So many. Explore's good, so that lets you play additional lands.
Yeah.
Cobra.
What about that? What's his name?
Elysian
That's
Caryatid.
the one.
It would be good if we would focus on creatures power 4 greater,
Which
but our general is 2 power.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
I'll go for the Paradise Druid. We'll go for the Incubation Druid. Loads of Druid here. So basically cramming loads of random ramp spells in.
Yeah, but we need the ramp, don't we?
Yes, we definitely do. And I'm just trying to see stuff that put stuff in the graveyard as well.
Yeah.
There we go. That's probably pretty good. That's one colour, but it gets +2/+2 as long as 4 creatures in your graveyard. So that's good. Yeah.
What about that Azusa, or is that not worth putting
So
in the deck?
you raise an interesting point. So this is a card which is a red flag to me. This is a tier 1 card. It's not written in stone, but I know for a fact that if you put this in the deck, it will make your matchups very horrific.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So there's some cards I kind of want to stay away from a little bit. Harrow's good because it sacks a land and lets you put 2 in from your deck.
Well, hopefully we can get that land back later.
Yeah, it's possible. And there's probably so many I'm missing here. But
What about that Acolyte, or is he too expensive?
which one?
He's in the middle at the bottom.
That one. 3 mana to add 1 isn't that great, just due to the speed.
Yeah. Okay. He's a bit slow then.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the game, unfortunately. So once we get to this stuff, it's
I guess we don't go here because
normal
they're too
lands.
expensive, right?
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the regular lands as well,
sorry,
because
yeah.
they also just add. Okay, let me just go for play from grave. Okay, so Ancient Green Warden lets you play lands from your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
Okay.
useful.
Yep.
I might even craft this Remnant Excavator because that lets you play lands from your graveyard as well. So I've got enough for that. So let's pop that in.
How much is a craft?
It's 1-for-1 exchange rate, but you have to have them unlocked. So as you can see there,
I
2 rares, 1 mythics.
Oh right, okay. So that's what you. It's like a loyalty redemption scheme. You have a rare available to craft.
Yeah, so that's any mythic I can craft any rare. It's not like Magic Online, which is the other game where you spend actual currency to get cards.
Okay.
Yeah. Binding lets you mill. Shuffling stuff in. I'm surprised there's not more, to be honest.
Yeah, I was hoping there'd be.
Let's look at colours. Oh, we've got Crucible of Worlds.
Oh.
This is scary because that
Tier
will. I suspect it, but you know what? We'll just try it.
Okay.
Target player mills 3. I mean, that just mills you for 3. Or you could put a tug card from a graveyard on the bottom as well. Hey, that would be good in your Grenzo deck, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's a paper card, so you can definitely get that. Let's just put that in anyway.
It's cheaper
And then I guess so. Still, the curve looks good. So I guess we can fill it out with about some removal spells, couldn't we?
Oh,
Or draw, remove. What do you rather focus on?
I would like to focus on draw because I like drawing cards. It's just a thing. It's one of the reasons I like playing cards like games like Magic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, the act of drawing is pleasurable to me.
Pleasurable. So why don't you tell people what else you play, Josh? What other card games and stuff?
As I alluded to, I also play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or I did play Yu-Gi-Oh! Less so now, but I used to play quite often and in a couple of tournaments. I used to main Gladiator Beasts, if anyone knows what that is. One of their mechanics, they tended to what was termed as tagging in and out of the deck. So when one would attack a person, they would then jump back into the deck, and another one would then pop out and do something.
That's like ninjutsu.
Sort of like, but from the deck.
From the deck.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds really broken.
No, not broken at all.
Ninjutsu from the deck.
I mean, when it was in its prime, almost every deck was a GB, so it wasn't broken at all. It was fair because everyone did it.
It wasn't broken at all.
Everyone did it. It's less effective these days. I have noticed, as there's a lot more effects that either stop you from tagging out of the deck or stop you actually getting an attack in, which is their main Achilles heel. If you can't attack with them, they just sit there and sort of mill about, which isn't what you want from them. I also used to play a card game called Duel Masters, which I think this indie company also made before. And I still have a few decks that I keep precious to me. They're
so how does Duel Masters differ from this game, Josh?
How does it differ? So the first thing is there isn't the concept of mana cards. You still have mana, but the way it works is every single card in your deck is potential mana, and you either choose to use it as mana or choose to use it as the card it was designed to be. So it ensured you were never mana screwed because you always had mana in your hand. Every card was mana. You just have to choose what you wanted to use in that game. Which was handy because it ensured that, generally speaking, you could always play cards from your hand onto the field and have some sort of field presence. Unless you stacked your deck with high-cost cards, then that was a problem. Another difference is the power levels were more reminiscent of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the thousands rather than the ones. So it always seemed like there was more power involved, but because everything was at that power, it was just a number of thousands of damage. You could just say ones and twos in the end because it was all relative anyway. And they also had the concept of shields, which was essentially your life. You had 5 shields that you started the game with, and whenever someone performed an attack, they would attack your shields. And when that happened, you would look at the shield, see what it is, and you would either add it to your hand, or if it had the shield trigger ability, you could activate it without paying its cost. And that could be a number of things. It could be something like Tornado Flame, which was a red card which dealt I think it was 4,000 damage to something, so that would kill a fair few things. It could be a blue Brain Serum, which let you draw 2 cards, nice and simple, or it could be the yellow Holy Ore, which was probably the most broken of the shield triggers, which tapped all of your opponent's creatures. So in their battle step, because creatures attack one at a time, if they hit that with their first creature, the rest of their creatures can't then do anything else. So that was handy. And yeah, otherwise you kept in your hand and you would play on. The moment you had no shields and you received a direct attack, if you had no blockers, you would die. Also, on the subject of blockers, blockers were their own type. Not all creatures could block. Only cards that had the blocker keyword could do that. And essentially, you just sat them in front of stuff, a bit like you do in Magic. It's pretty much the same. You can also attack creatures in Duel Masters. So if they were tapped, you could actually target them rather than the person.
Cool. Sounds good. So we've got 100 cards now. So thanks to your help, we've kind of built something that looks about usable. So we've got some ways to draw whenever your stuff gets targeted. This is really powerful because people love targeting your things. It's only 1 mana as well. It's a pretty crazy card. I put in some cards that you absolutely love, like Thoughtseize. I say love, just to keep, because that's the thing. When you're playing black, you have to play to your out, so you have to put stuff, and just to stop combo decks. Otherwise,
Inquisition. That's one of my favorite
exactly.
cards.
Inquisition. And then we've got Duress and Divest as well. So just a few ways to pad out the early drops. So yeah, how do you feel about taking this for a run? Just get some games, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. So yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic. So we'll catch you guys in the actual game. Oh, we get to go first versus Toulouse, Clever Conductor. So let's have a look at Toulouse, Esper. When it enters battlefield, connives. So connive is draw, discard.
Yes.
It's a new ability. If they discard an
Could be mono blue though.
It could be anything. So let's keep this and see what we go. So we've got a really good starting hand. They're going to absolutely detest us. So what would you rather go for?
Oh, definitely Thoughtseize.
Divest or Thoughtseize?
Thoughtseize. I love Thoughtseize.
You love Thoughtseize? Yeah, oh, he loves Thoughtseize. Oh my... Oh, sweet. Okay, fine.
Mate,
so they've already conceded, yeah.
What a game.
Let's just keep rolling. Rolling. Right, so that was game 1. Brilliant. We are victorious.
See, you can't beat a Thoughtseize, can you?
No, you can't. Oh, okay, Delina. So Delina... how good is your knowledge watching my videos now? Do you know what Delina does? We go first again.
Not in the slightest.
We are hackers, after all. We're not, we're not hackers. So Delina...
I did take a course, just...
did you actually?
Yeah, I didn't do very well, but...
Really?
I did take a course, yeah.
What swords did you use?
I use a fire axe.
That's not a sword, but... So Delina, when she attacks, she copies one of her other creatures. Yeah. Alright, so... This is why I don't get why people take so long. It literally highlights the card. You see that?
It does.
I wonder what card I should play. Is it the card that they've highlighted with a freaking stroke?
This game is pretty helpful to you. It does give you a lot.
So do you see now seeing from this perspective why it annoys me?
I do see, indeed.
Right, let's pass a turn. So you've seen the goose? The goose.
I've seen the goose.
Yeah, makes treasure. Yeah, you've got very good retention. So let's make a treasure.
Okay. Oh, that's. I was going to ask why you didn't play Besage, but that's why you didn't play Besage, I guess.
Why would I play Besage?
It's a land.
Yeah, but why would I play? Oh, you see, why would you play it? It's a kill spell.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I didn't remember.
Oh, fair enough. Absolute.
Very attention.
Yeah. So we've got Ebon Lich, Draco Lich. Wait, sorry, Ebon Lich, Ebon Death. Sorry. So you'll pass the turn. Ebon Lich, Draco Lich. That sounds like.
I want to see the Ebon Lich now.
Yeah. Oh, the Relic Rubber. I don't like this guy because when he hits you, he gives you. I've talked about the weirdness of this card before. When it hits you, it gives you something. It's called a Relic Robber. Anyway, I'm gonna kill this because. Let's get rid. I don't want to take damage every turn. Can you think of a flavour reason why Relic Robber?
What does he create?
So when it hits you, you get this Goblin Head, and the Goblin Head deals damage to you on your upkeep.
Maybe that's.
But it's a Relic Robber.
But maybe that's the relic.
But why is he? So what is he robbing then?
Well, that thing. That's that.
Yeah,
like that head.
Yeah, but you get the head when he hits you.
You get head.
You get head when.
Oh. I see.
Anyway, let's go for the Keeper of Fablaz.
That's the one. Oh.
Reminds me that time I saw Les Miserables. What a great film.
That's so good.
It's really good French film. I've pronounced that correctly, by the way. Anyone who disagrees is wrong.
Yeah. So how it's spelled?
It is. So Delina. So whenever she attacks, you roll a d20, and you copy another creature. So it's pretty powerful.
Oh, I see.
So I kind of want to swing in with this guy because whenever you swing
kill the goose.
No, the Keeper.
Oh, the Keeper.
The Keeper of Fablaz.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Fabulous. He is fabulous, isn't he?
He's fabulous, yeah. Oh, whoa! We get Woe Strider. Do you know what I want to do though? I do. I'm going to play a land because I don't like missing land drops.
I thought you weren't gonna.
Yeah, but we missed a land drop, so we have to.
Okay.
We didn't miss a land drop, but yeah. So what I'm going to do when she attacks, I'm going to ambush her with this guy.
Oh, I see.
Do you think that's a good idea?
So
it's a flash flying 5/2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We've even got this incredible card as well. You can choose one of two. Draw cards equal to the greatest power amongst non-humans.
Nice.
And non-humans get +2/+3. So imagine if you had like 10 insects out.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
That's mad.
Oh, so they've got seasoned pyromancer
Bit of pepper.
and salt.
Yeah.
Seasoning
The
requires
last game
salt
had
and
more
pepper.
salt, I'll tell you that.
If you only season with pepper, is that seasoning if it's just pepper? Are there any chefs out there?
I mean, some seasoning.
Is it?
Not good seasoning.
But like when someone says season, it's normally salt and pepper, right?
Usually.
Like if I saw someone just put pepper on, I'd go, "Oh, you just put pepper on that."
Well, it's seasoned with pepper.
Oh no, double triggers. This is not good. So whenever a shaman triggers, it triggers twice now. So they're gonna get 2 copies of something.
What if you also? Oh, okay.
So now she'll get 2 seasoned pyromancers.
I see.
Copying the Oh my goodness. So it's gonna quadruple the trigger, isn't it? Oh, I don't like this.
Have we got anything to?
We don't have any kill spells, but we have got an ambush here with the Ebon Lich.
Right, okay.
Ebon Lich, Dragon Lich.
Yeah. Another one. Okay.
Right, so we're gonna. Oh come on! So that double. Right, this is gonna be a spectacular loss here because these are also shamans, so they're quadrupling their triggers as well. This person right now is so proud of themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we are playing Drake after all, so I didn't know he's playing magic. But that's stupid. He got 7 things. Right, let's go for the Ebon Lich. Oh, it doesn't block, does it?
Does it not?
Oh, it comes in tapped, of course. I'm such a fool. I deserve all my bad luck. Yeah, it comes in tapped. That's quite a big sentence.
That is...
Yeah, but to be honest, what else were we going to do anyway?
True, yeah, you may as well have, I suppose. Right?
Look at this. So yeah, that was pretty crazy, right? I think
crazy.
We're screwed.
Well, yeah.
If we pass, and then we ambush them with the Return of Wild Speaker, maybe?
It's not going to go backfire again, is it? That'll work.
Well, when she attack... We just don't have a kill
Is she
spell.
going to attack?
Yeah, she will, because she'll get 2 copies of this
Okay.
again.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
If they have Embercleave, I don't know, what would you do? I'm pretty sure we're dead here.
Azo's not useful right now.
No, we've got no creatures in the graveyard.
Yeah, okay, let's stick with that. And
Stick with what? This?
Yeah, stick with...
Return.
Yeah, and then hopefully next time we'll draw something.
Do you want to attack with Ebon Lich or not? Leave it back.
If she's going to attack, I'd leave it. Because then it looks
got
like
2
we
blockers.
don't have another answer.
Okay. So I'll trust you. We're going to die anyway, but I'll trust you.
No.
If they have an Embercleave, we're screwed.
I won't have an Embercleave.
Do you know what Embercleave is? Oh no. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, something gets to on menace.
That's a problem.
Actually, so this was good we left up 2 blockers.
Yes.
Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal damage to a player, create a treasure.
Oh dear. I sense a lot of things are going to attack us.
I feel like everything they've done in this game was as if the gods ordered it to happen.
Yeah.
So they're going for an alpha strike here.
Mm.
Oh, they're going to get so many triggers. So they're doubling... So there's already... Ah, dear.
So they're getting, what, 12 treasures?
I don't know. Have you calculated it already?
I think
Oh,
it's 12.
another thing about Josh... No one... Not me, the other... I wouldn't talk about myself in third person on a normal day. He's very good at maths.
I'm above average.
He has a mathematicalness about him.
Yeah, I did agree. It's
Just a degree, yeah.
Really.
+2. Okay, so this is... My brain's just not working with this.
There's more dice.
There's more dice, more triggers. They're coming and attacking. So I guess we'll just ambush them with this.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, let me just calculate something here. We can't deal 21 back, can we? This gives everything +3, so it's +9. So it's 9, 14, 18. Oh, that's such a shame.
Close.
If they had no blockers,
Yeah.
we would have been really close. Maybe
We might be able to kill next turn though, right?
kill what?
If
With what? We don't have haste.
Hmm.
Nah, let's just defense.
Okay.
Let's just go for defense mode here. Although, here's the annoying thing. If we block Dillian, it's going to recast it anyway.
Yeah, but we have to.
I think we're just probably dead anyway, to be honest. They're going to get think all the treasures they get.
Yeah.
So the face breaker gives them a treasure for each thing that hits, right?
About 10. I think it's 10.
Oh, one or more, sorry. One or more creatures.
Okay.
So it triggers thrice, right. So we're at 5. I mean, you know... 3, 4, 5. If they had one more mana here, they could recast Delina.
Yeah. But they don't.
That gave them so many things. Oh, they go for a Plundering Barbarian. It's a very well crafted deck, I have to say, though.
Yeah. Is this a tier 1 deck?
Theirs.
Yeah.
I think it's too memey to be tier 1,
Right, okay.
to be honest. We can't really do much. I mean, yeah, we've only got one creature in the graveyard as well.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's not fun, is it? We haven't had time to fill the graveyard.
No, they've just accelerated too quick. Even if we just go for Izoni, we get one insect.
Yeah.
Give something -3, -1. All of their important creatures are 2 toughness to 3 toughness as well.
Yeah.
What would you do?
It's a shame because you could have killed the 1, and then we don't have anything to attack with.
It's not great, is it? Not looking good.
I don't know what I would do in this position.
Let's just explore. Maybe we get something like a board wipe.
What the chances?
Quite low. Deadly Brew. Yeah, that's not a board wipe. Yeah, we'll just give them the pleasure of the victory then, yeah?
Yeah, they deserve this.
They deserve this one, yeah. Alright, cool. So we get a guy. We'll just pass like an absolute, you know, buffoon, I suppose.
They might be clear that goat.
Luckily, I don't think that made a mistake, really. Maybe I did. Who knows?
Well, flashing it was still the best bet.
Yeah, I just didn't realise it comes in tapped. Oh, all creatures have haste. Wonderful. Okay, that just, you know, that just makes it... Oh, now they're just flexing. Just flexing now.
Absolutely crazy.
To think that they made Delina, and not long after they made a card called Jaxis, and Jaxis lets you do this.
Yeah.
Only once per turn, but you can just pay 4 mana, I think, and make a copy of your best thing. So,
Yeah.
but this obviously this is risky because you have to attack with her. But the new one, Jaxis, here doesn't require attacking, so technically it's better. -15. Wonderful.
Oh, you win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah, of course. That's just the game. Moving on to the next one then.
What are we hoping for? What match do you want?
I don't know. It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
What is life?
True. But are there any generals that you don't see often that you kind of...
Millions.
Oh. Most of them.
I've said it in all my videos. Like,
Yeah.
there's probably about 10 that you see normally. This is rare today. I think because we're in a lower bracket today, which is nice. But isn't it weird to think that you don't know? Oh wow! Oh, you're still recording, aren't we? Yeah. Almost pressed. Okay, so we're coming against Sarkin. Opponent goes first. Oh, we have a pretty good hand though. 2 1-drop ramps on turn 1. So no black.
No.
What do you think?
Black. I mean, I'm content with keeping this because I feel like you'll draw into it.
Although we have Gilded Lotus, not Gilded Lotus, Gilded Goose, which does give us
I think that's good.
black.
I think
Yeah.
that's good.
So you've seen Sarkin before. It ramps into dragons.
I think I've seen him before.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. Who knows what kind of deck this is? Well, it's gonna be dragons. I did Drew just
Almost
swamped.
like you needed it, and it
Yeah.
just provided it to you.
Orb of Dragon card. He's pondering his orb. So
I'll do that
have you seen that
also.
meme? Have you seen that meme?
I don't think I have.
You haven't. Oh, you haven't lived. So we could be aggressive. Go for the Skyclave Shade. It's a 3/1 that can't block.
Oh, I see. It's got landfall. Yeah, it's probably working
And
that early actually.
it also pressures the Planeswalker, so if he does go for Sarkin...
Yeah.
I could even use this treasure here to go for the Llanowar Elves. It's a down payment.
I suppose it doesn't hurt, does it? Because I don't think
Yeah.
you're low on lands.
And here's the nice thing about this deck, actually. It doesn't bother me too much if we do get board wipe, because Izoni will then get more insects, right? And that's the whole idea here.
Yeah. That's like your backup plan.
It is,
nice.
yeah. So here comes Sarkin. So this is interesting. If he goes to 4 loyalty, he'll die?
I summon you.
So he's getting 2 mana.
Okay, for any dragons.
What?
Smouldering Egg, right, so he's got to block it. But okay, so we've got a way around this. We've got Deadly Brew.
Yeah.
Each player sacks a creature or planeswalker. So if I do this, they're probably going to sack the egg, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine they'd sack.
Yeah, so let's do that. Get rid of the goose for now. And that means we can still finish off the
Unless they
Sarkin.
realise I can fight anyway.
That would be interesting play. That would be an interesting psychology. Oh!
Which is sort of fun, because that's what we wanted.
So
Well,
the
that's what
end,
I wanted.
so the end result is the same.
Yeah. Well, I guess the end result is they still have an egg.
Very wise. Ah, see, it's like having Jarvis here.
Yeah.
So now we can't actually get through the Skycliffe Shade. So this actually, that was the play.
Yeah, awesome.
Ah, it's almost like they've played Magic before. So seeing as we can't, we might as well tap both because we're not going to use the mana anyway, right?
No,
so we're just getting for 1 damage, which is more than 0 damage. Cheeky.
Yeah.
It's like playing you.
I wouldn't do something that's nowhere near as clever.
So what is your favourite commander deck, Josh? Because Josh plays paper commander, you see.
It is, I think it's red, and I'd probably have to say it's Duretti.
Duretti.
Like that.
What do you like about Duretti? Oh, shock. This is going the wrong way. Keeper of Fables.
Nice. That's fine. It's in the graveyard. We can stick with that.
So I'm going to cling to dust their shock just to draw a card because I'm desperate just to get something useful here. Okay, not quite. Okay, so we've not got a great hand anymore, really, have we?
Yeah, we're stuck by an egg.
And they don't fall for the bluff. Yeah, okay, fine. When this flips, it's actually pretty bad because it becomes a dragon.
Yeah.
And it goes instant sorcery, deal 2 damage to any target. That kills a lot of our things.
Yeah, that'll kill all our things, I think.
But I thought they were a dragon deck, not an instant sorcery deck. What's that about?
Subversion, isn't it? I mean,
Sarkin's well.
There's another dragon.
Yeah, another dragon.
Okay.
Drawing a freaking card. I'm tempted to actually kill this because although this kills an artifact, but it does give them a basic. But then they don't get to draw. You see, so
Yeah,
I don't know. What would you do?
Would
you kill that with the Boseiju or?
I think I would. It seems like they're just using low cost cards. That could just be because they haven't got a lot of land.
But then, if we do that, and we can't cast Keeper of Fables though. I think keep it for now.
How often do you face Dragon's Horde, and how devastating is it usually?
It's good, but I just want to hit the land drops, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, so what is it? It's a 2-drop. That's a 3-drop. That's a 2-drop. A 3. So next time we could go for Culling Ritual, which destroys each non-permanent across 2 or less. So we could get rid of 1, 2, 3 things, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And also, if you notice, they're struggling on lands.
Yes, they are struggling on land, so we don't want to help them. Really.
No, I mean I know they'll get rid of. It'll be -1 artifact for land, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually a good time for this. Yeah, let's get rid of it all. And we actually get mana back here.
Yeah.
So if we go for 3, actually this is perfect because now we can also harmonise.
Oh.
So draw 3. That's a solid turn, isn't it?
You've got a land drop.
Got a land drop, which is perfect. We get to swing in. Oh, it's a shame. Yeah, that would have let me play that from the graveyard, but we don't have the mana for that.
Yeah.
Swing in and draw. Oh, okay. It's looking good now. And if they keep getting no more lands, you know.
Yes.
The unsealing's scary. If they cast a creature of 7 power, it deals a lot of damage to our guys.
Yeah.
Or even 4 power does 4 damage.
Okay.
But
yeah, they do definitely see mana screen.
they do, yeah.
Somewhat.
How many creatures in our graveyard? We've got 1, 2, 3. So it's only 3. So I think we'll swing in first. See if they block. This could give us the land of the turn, which is always useful.
Yeah. Come on.
Unbelievably, if we cast this, we actually draw 4 cards just from that.
Yes.
Oh, Mortality Spear. We could kill their mana now and put them out of
can you?
business. Yeah, destroy permanent. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Slow them down. Yeah. It's a bit mean, but that's just the way it is.
We don't want to see what happens, do we?
Well, no. If a dragon player gets a 6 mana, that means
cool.
dragons, right?
Yeah.
And then Skull Prophet. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, this is working nicely.
Yeah. This is just from the draft 1.
Yeah.
I wonder how many drafts Obi-Wan writers had.
We don't want to talk about doing it.
No, not really. So they played Minion of the Mighty, which sounds like some kind of kid's toy range, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh. Oh, really?
It's a bit harsh.
2 damage. Yeah, I guess we deserved it.
I don't think so.
No. Fair. Okay, so once again we'll swing in.
Come on.
Okay, like a true red player, just taking the damage, which is cool for us. Oh, got lots of blockers here.
Ooh.
Oh, I like the way that it tells you how many creatures you go over. That's handy, so you don't have to count manually. So it's got 4.
Yeah, that's good.
So 12. We could actually surprise them with a victory next turn.
Yeah.
Because if we next turn we play lots, so we play lots of things here.
Yeah. If you play the swamp, can you then get that thing from the graveyard again?
I can. You want me to do that?
Yeah, I think so. Why not use that from the graveyard on this?
Well, it does take it out of the graveyard, but fair enough.
Yeah, but I mean, we could use it as a blocker, right?
So if we go for 5, we still have 2 for the skeleton. No, that's fine. It doesn't block, but next turn it does allow us to potentially just win the game.
Yeah.
Because we've somehow accidentally made a non-human tribal deck, even though she's a shaman to be fair. But yeah, this card is insane. Because you think that with insects, non-humans get +3/+3. Oh, okay.
That'd be pretty cool too.
No, I didn't foresee that.
Oh,
Yeah, because power 4 kills the thing, but it does come back, I
Yeah.
suppose.
And it's in the graveyard where we kind of wanted it, so it's almost like he wasted his hit. You could say.
You could say it delayed us, yeah. The question is, do we then attack with the Keeper of Fables now? Oh, we could just play the land again and go for it again. Go for it again, yeah. And we can kick. So we can go for 2 mana or the 5 mana variant.
So what would kicking it give us?
It gives it 2 more counters, so it's more aggressive. What do you
I
reckon?
think that's worth doing that. Yeah, make him.
I mean, he obviously thought it was good enough to kill the first time, right?
Yeah. And now he's harder, so now he's gonna be hopefully frustrated that he's stronger
Yeah.
than last time.
So do you reckon attack now or save the attack for later with this?
If you attack now, he'd block with presumably the Bone Crusher Giant.
But it would have to be 2 things, right?
Yeah. So you take 2 things out. I think it's worth.
Okay, that is worth it, yeah.
It's worth the trade if he does it, or he's just gonna
Chomp
do
it?
chomp it, and then you don't need anything.
Interesting.
Which is
And
fine.
we like the chomp because it says whenever he attacks, if you attack with creature total power 6,
Yeah.
put a dragon into play. Okay, that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
quite terrifying. Although he's... Okay, so we don't know what his intent is yet.
Feel the lick
Because he can
of
still
my
do this, but he's going to have to
blades.
alpha this.
Yeah.
Because he has to attack for this to trigger as well, so I'll definitely block this. To any target? No way. Any target? So that killed... Man, they're making this hard.
Yeah. But we still.
9, 10. 10 plus 9, 19. So if they alpha us here, we kill them on the swing back, but they do get a dragon here.
Do we ever wait to kill the dragon? No.
Oh, I don't know what the dragon is. Depends what the dragon is. They could just win here. Oh no, creatures can double strike.
Oh dear.
I think they just won, right? That's
Well, that one.
10, 14.
No, not quite.
Wait. Are we on 1? Wait.
Okay.
Double strike damage comes in.
Okay,
We're 1. Wait,
one.
okay, we're 1. We're 1. Okay, we win. We win.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do this now because I'm scared of misplaying this.
Yeah.
This is the right choice, yeah?
So 6. You got +6. Yeah.
Click this.
And they're tapped out. What can they do?
I don't know.
They do it.
Alright, we're going in. Yes! That was freaking close.
That's one, buddy.
Nice. Didn't see that one coming,
That
did
was
they?
beautiful.
So it looks like the Skyclave Shade play was actually the right move.
Yeah. It taunted out his damage because I imagine I assume he would hit something else, right?
As if they took us to 1. Didn't see that one.
No.
That's sneaky, that is.
That was sneaky.
Oh, Vraska. Planeswalker, that's... So Josh, do you like Planeswalkers? Right, so I'll start... So yeah, Josh hates Planeswalkers, but that's another story for another time, I think.
I don't hate them. I just think they are the worst things to face ever.
So you don't hate them, but you hate them.
I would always kill them if possible.
So you could say you're a purist, really, even though you didn't play Magic.
If you didn't have lethal last game, we would have definitely hit that Planeswalker.
Lol. I guess we've finally got a good hand. Yeah, so it's funny, if you ever play Commander with Josh and you want to not die, just play Planeswalker. Just basically says lifelink. So we don't have a turn 1 play, so let's just get this. So have you seen Vraska?
Not that one, actually.
So she's a pirate maker,
Yeah.
she's a permanent remover,
Yeah.
and she's a game winner.
Brilliant.
But to be fair, she's 6 mana, so that's kind of par for the course
You
here.
just won with 1 life. That's not scary at all.
That's what I always say. Life is meaningless.
Well,
And we're talking about the game now. Life is meaningless in the game as well. If you're not sitting at a desk for 40 hours a week, what are you doing with yourself?
exactly.
Exactly. Do you reckon it's cultivate time?
It's always cultivate time in my book.
It's Colton time! That makes it sound a bit different, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Culting.
It's pretty sus.
Pretty sus.
Nice.
That's a different channel. We're not allowed to say sus on this channel.
Sorry.
We're not what is it? Among Us. Among Us.
Among Us, yeah.
Amangos.
There's a weird
Yeah.
pill looking channel.
Any other Among Us players out there? Josh likes a bit of Among Us, doesn't he? We're not paid by Among Us, but you can pay us if you. No. So we've got a lot of lands here, man.
Why?
We can dark bargain
So
to draw some more cards. But like everything else is like reactive, right?
yeah, I'd say that for when it's their turn, they didn't do anything.
In their turn, yeah. So play tap land here,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Even though they know this is in our hand, yeah, we'll pass a turn. Pretty boring
Yeah.
cards for now.
This might look scary to them because you've got 4 open
Yeah.
mana.
Scary.
and you've
So now they've got Vraska. Yeah, they've got Vraska. So she's going to start making pirates.
Stand aside.
The weird thing is we don't really know what kind of deck they are because we know they have Vraska, but... Oh, wow. Fantastic. I guess we'll keep these two because that's the best choice we had. Come on, some kind of what,
Yes,
mate? You must admit,
what
there's a
was
lot of
this?
there's a lot of lands this game. This is silly. Fine, Grizzly Salvage.
If you... Oh, that's a bit better.
Wow, that's really good. Oh, Dragon Reaper. We can reanimate all the big creatures in our graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we go to discard, right?
Yeah.
Discard that. Then next turn we can reanimate it.
Yes.
So go for the taxidermist here.
Yeah.
How many cards do you have to have? 4. So don't play it.
So if you play that, you won't discard.
Is it better to play this or play a land, you reckon, then? Land? I think land.
Yeah, you need to use, otherwise they'll just bucket stuck in your hand.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no!
Oh, then you may as well play the sun.
Oh, no, I missaw that. I thought that was it. Yeah, sorry, that was completely my bad. Okay, so our plan's gone to absolute crap.
It's fine. It's fine.
So she does that one more time. She can ultimate in the next turn.
That's a bit
Wonderful.
mental.
Oh, and they've got lots of blockers. At least we die in a spectacular manner.
We haven't died yet.
All good things. So we do die because they've got more attackers. We have blockers. Oh well, it's fine.
There's got to be a way out of this.
Go on then, Master.
How many creatures are in
Master
your graveyard?
Wayne. How many creatures in graveyard? The answer to that question is 0.
0. That's good. That's good.
Well, it makes you feel about even if we did reanimate this turn, it wouldn't matter.
Indeed.
As if they had the thing that pushed the things.
Yeah. What shall we see? What shall we divest?
Yeah, let's take
Do that.
the time to have a
Worth
look.
doing before.
Oh, no
So
hits.
they got a land.
Oh, they got the answer to what we need. They actually have the answer. That's so irritating.
That's good.
To be honest, it's not even the answer because I can still ultimate this.
Yeah, but then they'd have 2 creatures to attack with, right?
Oh, okay, so actually this is catch-22. So let's attack them and see what they do.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
so.
because if they don't block, it goes down, and if they do block,
They will block, right?
well, of course they've got 3-3 and 3-2.
Oh, they not block.
I don't know. We're dead anyway.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a difference. You know, and also it's the same difference because we put 2 creatures in the graveyard and get 2 creatures
Yeah,
back.
that's true.
So actually nothing actually
So,
changed.
summon-
But we do have her out.
We do.
But it won't
That's
matter.
the most important thing, I think.
It
We
is.
summoned her.
It's so important.
We tried.
Are they a person that like? No, they're not. They just want to win right now, which is the
Remember,
right
boys
thing
and
to do.
girls, it's all about trying
It is.
until you lose.
Shall we block or die with integrity?
I would block the 2/2s with your
Nah, I'm
wrist.
not blocking. Cool, we're dead. Sweet. I mean, to be fair, it's been pretty even so far.
Only -9, not minus.
Only
15.
-9.
You gotta take the wins when you can get them.
Bear in mind, we did start that turn with 25 life.
We did.
Yeah.
They cheated. Come on.
That is
They
cheating,
basically
yeah.
cheated.
Anyone who plays Planeswalkers is
Yeah,
cheating.
that's words to live by.
That is. Cool. Let's have another game. See how we do. I don't know about you, I'm getting quite hungry now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could definitely go for some KFC right now.
I had the
Not,
same thing.
there are other vendors available as well.
There are, yes. If KFC want to pay me to advertise KFC, I'll do that.
Yeah. We'll even wear a chicken shirt.
I mean,
Or dress
any
ourselves in oil.
form of chicken payment, I will accept. Well, as long I'd like it cooked, really. I don't just want raw chicken delivered on my door. Well, yeah.
No, you don't want raw chicken. It's not nice.
Well, I can cook it, but I just can't be bothered. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry to any vegetarians out there. Vegan wings are good. I like vegan wings.
Their chips are good.
I just realised I said vegetarians and said vegan wings. Although,
No, they can
technically,
eat
a vegetarian can eat vegan wings. Yeah, that's fine. I hope I haven't offended anyone.
You can't get vegetarian wings, can you?
What makes a wing not not vegan? What's in the wings?
I think it depends what they
So
make
what's the
it.
difference again? So a vegan can eat. So a vegan can't eat.
Animal products. No eggs, no milk.
Vegetarians
cheese.
can eat animal
can,
products,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. If you think our definition is different, please comment down below.
Yes, if you have a different interpretation, although I don't think there can be any really interpretations of vegetarian and veganism. It's gonna.
I'd like to see what the comments
Yeah.
say.
So they're an elf player, but they didn't play any elves
no.
for the first 2 turns. That's kind of weird.
I bet it's actually
Flash. It's a 2/2 wolf.
I bet it's mono red.
It's the elf sitting on a wolf.
Elf's in the wall.
Oh, it's not the elf sitting on the wolf. There's a 2/2 flash elf.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, that's coming. So it's still a miss.
Right. So maybe the scavenger.
So like scavenger. I think it does.
So flying death at lifelink. Power equal to 1 plus number of cards in your opponent's graveyard.
You want
I
a
guess
later,
it's-
don't
Yeah, but what do you reckon then? Go for goose now?
you? Yeah, but you can't use the goose, can you? Either.
No, but the thing is, so let's say next turn I want to play 5-drop. The 5-drops aren't that good either, are they? So let's go for scavenger here. Yeah, because if I said, let's say we play for the goose here, and then a turn 5-drop was great,
Yeah.
that'd be good. But this isn't really that good on turn 5. We want if it was to 6 to this, then I
Yeah.
definitely would have done that.
Which we'll do next.
Which we'll do next turn. Exactly. See, Josh has played Magic before.
Oh, I've tried.
Wow, 2 counters on that. So this taps for green. Ah, this
hang
is
on,
play.
hang
This is
on.
basically modern here.
Yeah, I recognise some of these. I recognise the Elder Chartreuse. I remember not
Yeah.
enjoying the game.
Yeah,
Played.
I hear that. Yeah, I remember not
I think I
enjoying the
remember
game.
just leaving the shop.
Who was it against?
I don't remember. It's
Yeah,
just some kids.
the thing about elves is, it's like, oh, innocent tribal deck, innocent elves. You know what elves gonna do? Elves are
The
evil.
worst bit's before we start.
Oh, I wonder what that would get. Does it rhyme with Craterhoof Shablibluff? Even you're laughing.
Well, yeah.
Craterhoof
Don't
Flishlimov.
forget I watch your videos, JJ.
He does watch them.
Sorry,
Well, I don't know.
MTG Josh.
Yeah, you're not allowed to give my real name.
Sorry.
My agent code name. Let's just swing in because they're not going to attack with the Marin. So this is a weird archetype, right? Because although it is tribal, it is actually tribal combo. Because if you look at it, she basically wants you to get lots of elves out, so she taps for loads of green.
Yeah.
And he does the same for each elf you have instead.
Yeah.
So it,
They're just going for chunkuses.
oh my, what's it equal to? Power.
Uh,
That's an interesting card. Oh, but it does untap it though. Oh, that's so brutal. That's so much
I
money.
mean, he's got pretty nice power toughness ratio, hasn't he?
It's a good ratio. Oh, great! Now they're going to draw 6 cards.
That looks familiar.
Although,
I mean, one of them's going to be.
So they've just got the entire hand back,
Yeah.
and that was in our end step. What?
That was in our end step.
Wait, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're all
Crazy.
instants. Oh, now Savala, another BS elf that taps equal to the strongest creature. So between these two, they've got like what 20. So that taps for 6. That taps for 6 as well. This taps for 4.
It's a lot. I'll be honest, that's a lot.
Like when they made Return to the World Speaker and made it instant, what were they thinking? It's a green spell.
Maybe they thought this will be fun.
Like it's 5 mana, yeah, whatever. But like that's just that's brutal, isn't it? I mean, I know we just killed someone with it, but it's just brutal.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna save some life here.
It's not trouble, is it?
No, luckily
Good.
not. And by the way, they've got green and green open, which is for heroic intervention. So even if we did have a removal spell, it wouldn't work anyway.
You might have to bait.
Oh, we can't even use it anyway. Yeah, this is just a terrible, terrible game we're having here. Even if we go for the Fine Broker, it would get back nothing. We could draw 3 cards.
Get divest again.
I think we've just lost. Happy to concede this one.
Do you think?
Alright, fine. We'll draw some cards, see what happens.
Might as well try.
So we'll draw 3 cards, which is exactly what they did, but for half as much. What are they going to do? Counter it? No lands. I think that's the nail in the coffin. Yeah, we'll call this one. Right, so that wasn't a great last game. Let's have another game.
Oh dear.
That I think the writing was on the wall. The amount of mana they had that was 7, 4. What if they can untap it? 14.
Which will brought my eraser, really.
What's that for?
The writing on the wall.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Damn, you got me. You throw these like curveballs. Eraser.
You set up the Skittles and I
I should
kick
do.
them over.
I should do want KFC.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's still open.
They close at midnight, I think.
Oh, sorry. Some mash and some hot wings.
Is that what you fancy?
They sound really good right now.
There's 2 ways to get there. Well, there's one. Well, it depends how many you could crawl. You could hop, skip. But what I meant was you can drive, or we can drive, or we can order.
Yes.
So, don't mind.
Yeah.
Let you choose. Unless you don't want it. It's up to you.
Let me ponder.
Ponder your orb. Oh, here we go. Talrand. You've seen. You know Talrand.
I do know.
See, this game's merged. Oh, we get to go first.
I am familiar with Talrand.
What do you reckon?
You got 2. What are the costs?
So 3, 4, 4.
What's the spell
What
profit?
is with this card? We've got this like 5 times today. Profit's the ramp.
So you can play that, can't you? And you'll end
So
up with
we could
3.
top deck with the heart of the cards on the land.
Yeah.
It would be good. What do you reckon? Is it worth?
I believe in you. I reckon you can do it.
Even though it's completely luck based.
Yep.
Okay. Land.
Land. Not land. Move it.
Ah, that's such a
Move
shame.
it.
It's a shame. That was a good card, especially versus a control deck.
Not right now. Well, maybe right now actually. But
Oh no, this is not. Although if this resolves, which it should, we'll have 3 mana next turn at the very least.
come on.
Yeah, they've changed the way command tile looks. By the way, it used to be golden, right?
Yeah. Why is it?
Yeah, now it's the colour of your commander.
Yeah. That's cool.
So just swing in then, as if we missed a land drop. That sucks, man.
maybe that was.
We've got 40 lands in this deck, I think.
There we go.
Oh, okay, cool. So now I'm thinking of not attacking because I'd like to use the mana.
Yes.
So you will pass to them.
Yeah.
And against a blue player who is all about control, it's nice to have your own instance as well, like Dark Bargain.
Yeah,
If they go for they're not going to go for Tyrant here because they know something's up because we didn't attack.
Yes.
So let's see if we can resolve this. Ideally, we'd like 2 lands because our hand is stacked. But if they do, they let us have it.
A land.
Now that's got flashback, which is good, so we can actually let that go if we want
and
to.
the other 2 are good because it's pretty salvage.
Okay, we got ourselves a
Yeah,
game.
there we go.
Unless, of course, they flash in some.
Oh, there we
stuff.
go. That's it.
Right, now, we're going to eventually have to start casting things at sorcery speed.
Well, I guess we could just attack them.
We could attack, you think, yeah?
Yeah.
I like that idea, because the thing about control is you want to eke out the counter spells, right?
Yeah.
And let's face it, they're going to have one, right?
They'll have at least one in
So
there.
what would you do? You do the same thing, you just attack.
I would, because so right now they want us to play something. If we don't, then they waste a turn.
Exactly. See, it's like 2 brains. You guys are getting 2 brains.
And
Bouncing it to our hands. So that means we're going to have to discard a card, the cheeky sausages.
Or we could just play a card, because now they don't have any...
This is our EOT, though. It's fine. It's fine. They've basically killed it.
That makes me angry.
Yeah, but to be honest, that's a really good card that, it does mean we are down a bit of mana, but still no Talrand.
Still
It's just
Talrand.
fun. EOT, Cozy Salvage, so I think I'm after a land would be good here.
Yeah.
Old Rotstein, though.
Ooh.
That gives you a lot of...
Okay.
Yeah, let's try that.
Do we think we're going to get that out, is the question.
Probably not, but we've
worth
got a
a try.
land.
It's worth a
Okay,
try.
fine, we've done a land, so it's still good. 5 mana. They are going to be able to play Taran and protect it soon.
Yeah, but... Okay, so what are we thinking? Rotstein? Or are we saving them for a bit later
Or we
on?
could just... So they've got 5... They've got 6 cards. They've definitely got a counterspell, haven't they?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go for Cavalier here because next turn when we play land we can double spell. So we can go
Yeah.
Old Rotstein and have this up next turn.
Yeah.
That's my logic. This is going to get countered though, 100%.
But that's one less counter they've got to play with.
Unless they've got...
And it's one less drink.
Okay.
Oh.
I think this
They
is
need a
just... I
counter.
think they're just cucking us here.
You think?
Yeah.
What, just go counter spell now?
It's going to counterspell, yeah. It's going to be some kind of counterspell. Oh, it's a delay counter. Right, so it goes to the top of our deck. I hate that even more than normal sometimes.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't have a land drop, that would have started... Oh, no,
Yeah.
missed it. So they've got another counterspell here. I know that for a fact because they're going to
They
protect
get
that. That's basically another Talrand.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
So
see.
we want the old Rotstein, right?
Yes. So we're
Does
gonna...
that mean we want to play something else to bait out the...
No, because now I want to mortify this.
Oh, okay, right.
So we want mortify now.
Yeah.
Oh, putrefy. Sorry.
Oh.
They're letting it go. Okay, fine. We get some. Okay, we get. Okay.
Interesting.
This is still good engine, though. You know, that resolving is still good. Because now, in their turn, we want to waste their mana, right?
Yes, we do. We need to force their hand in their turn, because they lost a chance to use mana in our turn.
Yeah, brainstorm. So the question is, do I want to do this in response to that?
I would
Or
be
wait.
trying not to, because I want them to use more mana up.
Right, okay.
Because what we want is we want them to expend all their mana by the end of their turn.
Sure, so we're going to be patient.
Yeah. We want them to, hopefully, if they don't play anything else, fine, they've drawn anyway, and we didn't stop it regardless.
I'll ask you this. If they cast Talrand, should I in response to that, in case they...
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if they counter that when he's out, then they'll get a bird.
They'll get a bird.
Sure. Oh, I hate blue. I just hate these kind of players, man.
Well,
You've seen this a lot, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. We're gonna go for it here. It's gonna get countered, you know it, because it gives them so much value.
But then, how much land will they have left is the question.
There's a lot of 2-mana counter spells, and there's one of them. So they can potentially have up to 2 more.
Yeah.
Not Steen. We do have a Culling Ritual though.
Yeah.
Land drop. Okay, that's good. We wanted to keep hitting these.
Yeah.
So now we've got 3, 4, 5. What? That's 3 there, isn't it? 6. Yeah. So we could go for the Cavalier again, and that will get counted again.
Yeah. Which is probably.
But we need to just drain them of resources, right?
Yeah, we need. Yeah.
Because again, if we get to a point where we've got lots of tokens, Essence Scatter, damn, this could be Wink on again.
Yeah, but they've only got 2 cards left now.
True,
So
and Taran doesn't give them more cards.
No, this gives them Drakes, and we do have a way to eliminate those threats quickly, so it doesn't matter too much. They've got a lot.
Right. Okay. It is getting annoying, but there we go. This is a great card in this deck as well. A land. Okay, I like to see those. So we'll play that. So how much mana do we have now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can double spell.
Yeah. So what do we? So the Culling Ritual presumably would be quite useful, but we.
It feels a bit early now for Culling Ritual, doesn't it?
Right.
Because it will also kill our treasure. It will also kill our insects. But then. I don't know how to analyse the situation. This is tough. They're obviously going to counter something else.
I want to bait a counter out because I'm hoping to kill a lot of their things this turn. That's what I'd like.
So you want to do this first?
So before that, so what would that kill? That would kill the birds, the insects, the treasure, and the Merman Mystic? Or not?
It won't kill any of their big guys, no, because they're 4 mana. That's the thing, it only kills the little things.
Yeah,
but
okay,
it does refund us the mana back for the things it does kill.
Maybe
so we get 6 mana back.
It might be worth waiting for the Drakes. Then
More Drakes to come out?
I guess trying to attack them.
I would love to just... I want to reanimate something with the Blood for Bones.
Is that instant or sorcery?
I'm just going to do it. I feel like they're going to counter it anyway. And if they don't... We'll see. They're obviously thinking about it. Right, here we go. Swan Song's coming out. Right. This is obviously risky as hell. Do they have another counter? Because I want to get... Come on. Resolve. Oh, so Keeper or the Cavalier?
I feel like the Cavalier.
Yeah, it's a good defender.
Yeah, it's just...
And we get another...
okay.
Yeah, so that gives us a creature to the field and a creature...
Brilliant.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
And we get to ramp a bit more as well.
Yeah.
Tails... No, that's fine. They're countering the trigger.
Yeah,
And it has reach, which is important.
Okay, they got 2 cards left.
Yeah, because that would have given us a land, but...
Yeah. 2 cards, right? So we're slowly draining their hand.
We are.
They've 1 card left.
1 card left, but that 1 card could say draw 10 cards.
True, but
Deadly Brew.
if it's draw, that means they have counters, right? So this will be the opportunity to find out what they've got.
I could go for Izoni, I could go for Keeper.
So what does only give? How many insects will I give us?
Only 2.
2. What Diagraph Rebirth?
That could get us back a creature, but
Have we not got anything?
not really. We've got the best stuff out. Could try for Keeper of Fables.
Yeah, let's do that.
So if it's a counter, we know they're dead in the hand now.
Yeah. And we can work with that.
And also, if they do... Okay, so they get 2 things. This is monstrous, man. I really do wish I had that other card. 3... How much we got? 4... If we Deadly Brew, we sack a permanent, we get a permanent back.
Yeah.
So we could use this to get back the Keeper of Fables.
Yeah. Get rid of the insects.
Is that Charlie?
That's
Charlie the cat. So we get rid of this. So we sack a permanent, they sack a creature.
all the birds of it. It's going to be birds. It's like a bird.
It's not that hard, is it? 1/1 is their weakest thing.
It's like Colorado.
What? They can't bear losing one single thing. Oh, so we could go for the Keeper or the Nighthawk Scavenger, which would be a really good blocker.
Maybe because it's flying.
Or the
right?
binding.
So,
There's so many choices actually.
what would the binding let us kill? Oh, the tower round, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe do that then. Kill the
Binding,
tower
yeah.
round,
So get that back. And then just hold off.
So now they've only got one card.
Yeah,
that
but
they can use.
so you know, they do get a lot of stuff.
But they're counting on their tokens to do all the damage, right?
They
That's
are.
the whole point.
And we're holding the fort back with with one single
Yeah.
thing. I kind of really want them to just see what this is by playing the binding, and then we can draw 5.
Yeah.
So maybe play this first.
Yeah, okay,
but then they'll
yeah.
get. It's going to become soon to a point where we're just going to die to the flyers,
don't,
though, aren't we?
Yeah, but we don't actually mind if Tower Run doesn't die because they could just keep casting it anyway. And they're probably.
I'm now more annoyed at the fact that they've probably drawn a land and they're being salty.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's cool. Not for the viewers.
No, but they understand, don't they? They know that they're in trouble, obviously.
Gun pointed. Right. So what? Okay. So let's study this player's psyche. What do you infer from what exactly what's happened? They've drawn a land, haven't they?
They've probably drawn a land.
They've drawn a land,
and they're deciding if they need to bluff you or not.
No, you're giving them too much credit. They're salted that they've drawn a land. They see we have a binding in our hand, and they know we can do nothing about it.
That is pretty bad.
That is the analysis I'll give you. And if that isn't a land, then why don't you pass a turn and counter me and enjoy your countering? Because clearly they enjoy countering things, don't they?
Indeed, that
because
is true.
that is literally every card we've seen so far.
Yeah.
They've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counters.
That's a lot of counters. See, we did drain them, didn't we? We have to drain them. Right,
Okay, so let's go for the binding, yeah?
Yeah, let's
So
take
this is
out
a counter,
Tauren.
fine. You think Tauren, they can recast Tauren though?
So what do you think is most annoying then?
Murmuring maybe? Because they can't recast
Okay,
that.
fine, yeah.
I know what you mean, Tauren's stronger, but they can't get this back.
You're right, and it's harder to kill. Actually.
Harder
It's
to kill,
5,
yeah.
and it's Tower's a 2. Well, that's one good hit. Cool.
Do you think... I think I'm also going to do this now.
Yeah, because we want to get our draws.
Because if they don't have a counter there, then they won't have a counter here, right?
I think so.
That's the logic. And there was no... there's no hesitation on the... Oh, wow. Straight up
Next time we can
lands.
duress them.
Oh! I didn't expect that. I did not expect that.
Power
So,
of KFC.
just a quick... You got that right. So just a quick note there at the end. The opponent didn't know we drew crap cards. They didn't know we just draw for 3 or 4 lands. But the sheer fact is we have cards in hand, right?
Yeah.
So to the opponent, they think that's gas. But
It's
sometimes the
possibility.
perception of power
Yeah.
is stronger than actual power itself.
Indeed, yeah.
So on that note, it's been a fun video. Thanks for watching this far if you have.
It's been great seeing it all in action and seeing how it's done by a pro, no less. So thank you for having me along this journey, and it's been fun.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah. So hopefully see you again next time. And don't forget to leave a like and a sub if you enjoyed the video. And I think it's time to get some KFC, don't you?
I could do a Subway, actually, now that you mention it.
Yeah. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Check out more of my videos and also my Ko-fi donations page. You can donate as little or as much as you want.